and welcome back to Fabian's 30-Minute Meals. I'm Fabian. You might remember me from other cooking shows such as Knife Sharpening 101 and First Aid in the Kitchen. Today we're going to do tortilla chicken casserole. For that, we're going to start with making some salsa verde. So I picked up 2 pounds of tomatillos. We're going to wash these. So I'm going to take off the little leaves on here. I'm going to leave the little tomatilla and then we're going to wash them. I already turned on our oven to broil because we're going to throw these in the oven for 8 minutes on the top rack and broil this. Need some jalapenos here as well. We'll wash those. Actually, I got some small ones, little baby ones from the garden. Might as well use these up. Give them a quick rinse. Wash. So we'll cut these in half real quick, lengthwise, easiest way. I don't have a cool backstory on tomatillos or whatever they pronounce these things.
Nothing cool to say at all about tomatillos.
I don't know. I don't even know if it's a tomato or not.
Little tomato.
Is it? That doesn't really look like tomatoes. Can you see what the inside looks like? Alright, so we're going to put these on the baking sheet. Actually, I'm going to do it over here, wasn't I? Alright, so we got those on here. Make some space. And we're going to put our jalapenos along with this. Well, actually, I only need 2 for this. So the other ones I'm going to do something different with in a second. So we're going to half these. Spicy salsa verde or not so spicy salsa verde?
Let's go not so spicy.
Not so spicy.
So JL can enjoy it.
Love it. Alright. Well, first, all the heat is in the membrane and the seeds here, so we'll get rid of that. If you like it spicy, you can just leave those on. Doesn't hurt. You can just leave the seeds in there as well. I'm not even gonna notice that. I'll throw those on the baking sheet here as well. I'm gonna put some garlic. Roast those along with the I thought I had it over here, I did not. I'm going to roast this with some olive oil. It was like, where did I put it? I thought I had it right over here. So I'm going to fold these up here a little bit, make a little pouch. We're going to throw that on here as well. I'm going to throw those in the oven right under the broiler. Give that about 8 minutes. Now that's going, we're gonna brown some chicken. You can use some rotisserie chicken here, finely slice some chicken breast, some pre-marinated chicken I found, so you can pick up some chicken meat, chicken for tacos. So we're gonna throw that in here. If your chicken is already pre-cooked, of course you don't have to actually cook it, right? So it just saves you some time, you just have to shred it. So this is actually seasoned with some lemon juice, some paprika, some cumin, and garlic. So that's already in there. Whatever you kind of feel you want to do with the chicken, knock yourself out. So while that's going and the tomatilla or our salsa verde is gonna like brown up, we're gonna do a quick dressing, which we're gonna like put on top of our casserole. We'll take these actually the way they are. We'll just give them like a quick quarter chop here. We'll like get the ends off here. This one here doesn't really matter on the heat that much, so we'll take these, throw them in our blender. Half a cup of sour cream. Close enough. A little bit of salt, a little pinch. Put that in. Rinse this off real quick. So we'll need about 2 cups of cilantro, so that's about this entire thing. So we'll just kind of chop this off. Get rid of a little banderole here, so we'll just cut the stems. And we'll throw this entire thing in there. Need the juice of 1 lime. Rinse off here real quick. So, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, apple cider vinegar if you got it. I got white wine vinegar, so We'll need 1 or half a cup of olive oil because we're gonna emulsify all of this. We're gonna add this slowly to the blender. So you can speed this along.
As it blends?
As it blends.
Okay.
We'll see, does it blend? It's a blend tech after all.
I think it will.
Alright, stir over here real quick. Alright, so we're gonna blend this carefully. Put the lid on. Alright, otherwise it could turn into a giant mess. We're gonna pulse this initially. So we're ready for throwing this in carefully, slowly. Look at that color. Kind of messy. We'll probably have to clean up a little bit, or the wife is going to be mad. Check on our tomatillos. Oh yeah. So they're all like nicely charred on top. Not an issue whatsoever. We'll take this stuff. We'll leave this guy in a second. I got more of these. You can try. Yeah, keep going. Gonna give this guy a quick rinse. We'll need him here in a second. Alright, so we'll scoop all of this right into our blender here. We'll add some garlic. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 garlic cloves. Like a garlicky, so we'll throw those in there. A little roasted. So we'll add a pinch of salt. We need half a lime on this one. Lid on. Alright.
I was right. It will blend.
It will blend. So this is our salsa verde.
Okay, focus, yes.
Yeah. So it's still hot. If you like let this chill in the refrigerator, you can like eat this just with tortilla chips. Alright, so it's almost time to assemble our stuff here. We're gonna add a tablespoon of cumin to our mixture here. Right. Normally you would do this with white beans. All I got is black and pinto, so we're just gonna do some pinto. Rinse the beans real quick. Throw those in there. If you don't want to make your own salsa verde, you can actually buy salsa verde. So they sell this stuff pre-made. So just pick one of these and throw it in. Or just make your own and throw it in. So we're gonna make our own, throw it in. Alright, so we throw this in top. Just give me a second. Alright. Almost forgot the oregano. So we're gonna like get some oregano. Like if you have dried oregano, add about a teaspoon of dried oregano. I got fresh, so I'll throw some fresh oregano in there. Go against the grain, that will come right off. Give these a quick chop. Alright, we're gonna throw that in there as well. Give this all a good mix. Alright, we were going a little fast. We did forget to add our cilantro to the salsa verde. That's no big deal. We're just gonna throw some cilantro on top of things, so mix it in. Normally you would add about half a cup of cilantro leaves to your salsa verde mix, blend it all up with all the stuff. We forgot. Happens, but we'll save it. Alright, so we had a bunch of chips left over. You might have like a big Tex-Mex party, ending up with a bunch of chips left over. Don't know what to do with them. They'll end up going stale, and you're gonna throw them out. Don't bother, we're gonna actually use these guys. So I got a bunch of like extra stale chips. I'm gonna throw those in there.
Do they need to be stale?
They don't need to be stale, you can use fresh ones.
Okay.
I'll try one right so they don't like went totally rancid on us. Spread these out, crunch them down, we got a couple more. I'm gonna try a chip. Not too good. Alright. Throw them in there. And you don't have to use tortilla chips, you can actually use tortillas and kind of like cut them up a little bit and then mix it all together. So we're gonna start layering this. So we're gonna place all this in here. It doesn't matter if you crunch it up a little bit. So we like layering chips, our little like chicken mixture here. And we're gonna like add some cheese here in between. And we'll add more chips. I did win 1 year free of guac and chips. So these went a little overboard, so we'll throw those out. Actually the pellet, right? Alright. Yeah, alright. Some of the chips will stick out and crunch up nicely when we bake it. So we add some cheese on top here. I want some chips on top for extra crunch. So, more cheese. Hey, I'm just asking you.
It's your thing, man.
Alright, so we're gonna throw this in the oven, middle rack, 425. For 25-30 minutes, we'll take a look. But we forgot the half cup of cilantro, which I just forgot to put onto this casserole.
So we'll be applying
Which is all right. We'll
on an individual basis later.
Yes, we'll apply it as a decorative item later. We also forgot to add half a cup to our sauce of half a cup of onions to our sauce of bread, which would have added a little extra kick, which is all right. We can add that as a decorative item on top later on as well. So that's why you usually buy the stuff out of the can. That way you can't screw it up, right? Well, we should also probably do this recipe 4 or 5 times to get it right, and then we just use the stuff that we get to it
who's
right.
got time for that?
We don't have time for that. We gotta do this in half an hour or less, or we're doing it wrong.
Yeah, and apparently we're doing it wrong.
And mistakes do happen. Yep, let's keep drinking.
Move on. Okay.
All right, the oven was still a little hot on the broil, so it's darkening up a little quicker on top than I wanted to. So I'm gonna add some aluminum foil on top to keep it from browning too much more on top here. So just throw this on top, leave it there, and call it good. And then we'll continue on, and we'll pull this out in probably 10 minutes it's left?
Yeah, something like that.
Something
10,
like
12, yeah.
All right, we'll come back.
11 minutes later.
So our casserole looks excellent, super good. So we're gonna pull this sucker out. We're gonna slice into it. All right, look at that. Aluminum foil off. That's what it looks like. Nice golden brown. Cheese has melted. The chips look nice and crispy. We're gonna put this right over here. Crunch. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Some cilantro over there. Blop. That's it. Put that off. That is our chicken tortilla casserole. You can't do it in 30 minutes or less. You're doing it wrong. So I hope you all enjoy cooking this. You're not going to make the same mistakes as I will. And hey, if you like the show, do your thing down below. Smash that like button, subscribe, and comment, share, whatever you normally do.
All the usuals.
The usual stuff. So, alles super gut. We'll see you next time. Auf Wiedersehen.